Hi, Omar. So this is kind of a neat, if I do say so myself, a neat solution for my students for when you can't make it. Your valuable lesson time, and you can watch this video whenever you can, right? You're not constrained to by time. So so this is really neat. Obviously, you can go back. I'm not going to delete it. I'm going to go back and watch. I'm sorry. You can go back and watch this video whenever you like. What I wanted to do today, in that vein, to continue that thought, I'm going to do something we haven't done in a long time, which is actually just to do a little bit of singing exercises. You've sounded really good. I know you haven't. I can't remember the last time we went through just some scales, some simple scales, some pitch exercises, just to get you going through some of that, just to help you. The cool thing about that is if your voice, and I've never heard you lose your voice or anything, but if your voice ever got weird one day, or you just found, I don't know, frankly, you're going into a show, let's say you do one of these festivals, like the one in February or something like that, this would be ideal for you to watch before you go and do the show and sing along with me. Okay, so obviously you're going to be lower, and I'm going to give you some exercises that you can follow. Again, come back and follow along, watch whenever you like. So I'm going to start in your voice. Obviously, I'm not going to sing exactly your note because I'm a girl, but you'll be down here. So I'm listening to the center of each note, and I'd like you to hum, teeth apart, lips barely touching. It's been a long time since we've done this, but this will keep your voice healthy too. I want to keep your voice healthy, especially as we go into maybe another recording session, an eclipse, again, the show. I want to make sure your voice is super healthy. Teeth apart, lips barely touching, very buzzy, very tickly. So the sound vibrations are coming right here. Vibrations. If I put my hand on my mouth, I can feel the vibrations. But this is something that you might remember. Probably not. I was going to say when you were little. Some of us, I didn't for a long time. I didn't learn what I'm about to teach you until I was in high school. But sometimes people learn it when they're kind of young. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Just copy me. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. facilitated a yawn. I sort of encouraged a yawn. Is what happened. I'm not bored. I'm just, it's really loud. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. I want you to go, ooh. Slide down. Ooh. So that's very important too. In fact, I want you to go, whoa, whoa, whoa. As high as you can go. Don't push it or anything. Whoa, woo, whoa. If you can slide like that, that means your voice is in really good shape usually, and that it's kind of healthy, and that your voice box, your Adam's apple, right, is moving up and down with some ease, right? It's hard for really tense voice to move up and down like that. So great. Now what I want to show you, I thought this would be a cool opportunity too to show you some more chords. Chords on the piano, and you figured a lot of them out. What I wanted to show you today is, what I wanted to do is show you, and then show you something kind of neat, where we rearrange the chords in a different order, and we call those inversions, right? Okay, so we have them in guitar too, but on the piano it's obviously different. So the chords, you already know these. D, I'm sorry, that's a C major chord. C, G, F, A minor, one that you use a lot in your songwriting, D, that has an F sharp in the middle, black key in the middle. Notice the shape of my hand doesn't really change. Sometimes I use, different fingers, but the shape and the 1 3 5, sometimes 1 2 5, that all remains the same. D, E minor. You don't use that one that often. A7 is one that you use a lot. That's A, C sharp, E, G on top. I know this looks wacky what I'm doing, but look. A, C sharp, E. That's like a regular A major chord. But the 7 is simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Literally number 7, the scale degree 7 of that chord. Not the scale degree 7. Yes, it sounds weird, but on the guitar it provides that tension, and music provides that tension. So that's an A7 chord. And again, that's something I'm trying to do a lot of the chords you use. G, of course, we did that already. I think that just about covers it. I think those are the chords you mainly use, but going through them, especially when you plan to play the piano chords on those in recording, I think that'll be really, really neat. And again, something simple like that, Now, an interesting variation of these chords is you write, Omar, I know you write primarily on the guitar, but when we're playing songs on the piano or when we're writing for the piano, this is a D major chord in root position, normal position. This is how we know the D major chord. But I can play that in a different order. Let me just show you one hand. D, F sharp, and A. I know it looks kind of funny on the camera. But now look, if I do that in a different order, right? Same letters. So I got to memorize those letters though, because otherwise I won't know what to do. D, F sharp, and A on top. Let's put F sharp on the bottom, then A, and then this D up here. F sharp, A, D. F sharp, A, D. You're still playing a D major chord. You're just playing first inversion. That's the proper name. But in pop and country and rock and roll music, it's called the slash chord. And this slash chord would be written D slash F sharp. F sharp. That means F sharp is on the bottom, then A and D. You can also put A on the bottom, Omar. Look, A, then D, then F sharp. The key is don't skip anybody. Pick up everybody along the way. So if I start on A, I've got to find the next person in the chord. That's D, and then an F sharp. Sure. You know. Or I can play D in root position. So let's try it with, well, A7 is kind of weird. You can still do it. It would be C sharp. Let's see first inversion. And C sharp, then E, then maybe then D, G, then A. That sounds kind of nice. Let's take something simple like C. Okay, so I'm C. So try a C, Omar. It's a C major chord. But now put E in your thumb, then G, then C on top. So you still see it still has the sound of a C chord, but not. It's interesting enough to put into songs. For me, it's a real lifesaver when I want to use a chord, and maybe I feel like, it's too much. Like it's I've already used that chord a lot. I don't really want to. A little too repetitious. You can use an inversion of a chord, and it sounds different enough, usually to the listener, that it's okay. It allows you to use chords and just not sound as repetitious. So that's kind of, I don't think you ever sound repetitious, but if you ever have a song that ends up that way, or you just feel like, here comes C again, you can use an inversion of C or a slash chord of C, and it sounds different enough. And I think that's really very cool. So try those different things. So the idea, Omar, you always pick up these things very quickly. Play your chords, your piano chords, but in a different order. Start with the middle note on the bottom, then the fifth note, the 5 note, and then the tonic on top, or the first on top. And just have fun with that. Kind of have, you might even, it's interesting, get different, believe it or not, get different song ideas just from those different sounds and weird things like that. So those are also good. Remember to get ready for recording the piano. Just even something simple like that once a day, Omar, just to keep your fingers limber this way and your fingers limber on the guitar, but this is good too. That's a great way to do it. So I hope this video was helpful. Keep your voice going. I can't wait to hear your new stuff. I know you started new lyrics, but again, you can come back to this anytime, watch it, exercise your voice, especially as, winter comes and, colds maybe come around. Well, not even having a cold, but even just dryness, in the air, that's going to cause some little bit of voice irritation probably. These exercises hopefully are really just, especially that one hum will really help lubricate because it's kind of gentle, so that you feel really, really good through the winter. I will see you next Monday. If you have any questions about this video, things you didn't understand, things didn't make sense to you, please email me anytime and I'll get back to you. But otherwise, I will see you next Monday.